What's going on, fellas? Thanks for hanging out while I was running a couple of minutes late, hey? But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Bitcoin, while I was late, though, it might be a good thing because we're seeing Bitcoin actually get a bounce now, 57,135. And 5 minutes ago, or at least not maybe 5 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago, I was looking at it. We were pretty clearly below 56,800 or so. So Bitcoin getting a little bit of a rally here. Let's see if we can get back above this local high here. That would be super bullish in the short term, guys. But we'll see if Bitcoin just pulls back as we start the new 4-hour candle. What's going on, Jake? What's going on, Bruno? What's going on, Tsunami? What's going on, Headphones for Less? What a name, bro. What a name. What's going on, Neil? And no, the reason why I was not late was because I was smashing the likes on the Instagram, girls. Right? I save those for my own video, right? I save my 3 likes for my 2 videos and my live stream every day. Just kidding, guys. I don't do that. But yeah, I mean, we're here. We're here, ready to rock and roll. We'll see if Bitcoin can continue this bounce. If not, you know, not the end of the world. But I mean, it is an important place where I think Bitcoin's going to bounce, guys. We talked about this in yesterday's stream where we have, you know, 1 touchdown here, 2 touches here, and another, and we just got another touch at the bottom of this wedge. So will this continue to hold? I don't want to see this break down the downside, you know, because if this does break down to the downside, that could, you know, obviously be very temporarily bearish. But yeah, I mean, we're due for a bounce here. Let's see if we get it, guys. Let's see if we can get that bounce. All right. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Juan. I'll definitely check out XRP first before, you know, let me check out the big altcoins first, and then I'll certainly get to your thing. But Bitcoin on the 4-hour, like we got pretty low on the Bitcoin 4-hour, and that typically when we get that low on the 4-hour, guys, we do see a temporary bounce to the upside. So, you know, will that trend continue where every time we get close to the bottom on the RSI, guys, we do get a nice, you know, at least a relative quick bounce to the upside. So I'm expecting to see something like that.
The listing on Coinbase Pro, does it affect Ethereum negatively?
It does not affect Ethereum negatively, in my opinion. Cardano and Ethereum could both launch at the same time. You know, they both can have significant gains at the same time. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum not doing as well as Bitcoin. As you know, for Ethereum, guys, yesterday we did break this rising wedge. We did break it to the downside. So, you know, obviously short term, that's not great. That's not great. But we'll see if we can hold this $17 level. But overall, I do not like the structure of this, right? Not only did we break out of this rising wedge to the downside, but we also have a possible, you know, if we come back up here, get rejected again, possible inverse, well, not inverse head and shoulders. I'm just so used to saying inverse head and shoulders because we've so bullish lately. But, you know, obviously a head and shoulders pattern, which would push you to the downside if that does play out. But that's obviously pure speculation right now, guys. That doesn't have to happen. Doesn't have to happen at all. You know, you might have an edge. Not really. It's very slight. I wouldn't say you have an edge on the RSI. I mean, you are getting lower lows in the RSI, your lower swing lows, but as of now, to me, that's not super confirmed yet. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'll get to the super chats. I'm just you know, talking about the big altcoins first, like we do every single stream. Right, we start with the big altcoins, then I move to the super chats. What's going on, Tsunami? Good day, my dude. Do you think Polkadot is good buy now, and do you think Coinbase Pro will also list this coin soon? It could. I mean, usually, eventually, the big altcoins do eventually get listed on Coinbase. So I wouldn't be surprised if Polkadot is one of the next ones to eventually be on there, man. Wouldn't be surprised at all. All right. So that's Ethereum, guys. I mean, wait for a retest. Wait for a retest. If, you know, obviously, if Bitcoin goes back up or continues its bounce, you're probably going to see Ethereum follow it back up to 1850 approximately. And if Bitcoin can get back above 1850.
The listing on Coinbase Pro. Does it affect Ethereum negatively?
All right, I'll take a look at that. Thanks for the $10 super chat, Elias. I will definitely answer that question for you as soon as I get to it, my guy.
Hi, Jordan. Do you think Polkadot is a good buy now, and do you think that Coinbase Pro will also list this coin soon? Thanks.
All right, so that's Ethereum, guys. Let me go check out Cardano.
Your thoughts on Cardano? Eras is now maybe headed in thoughts over.
So Cardano.
Future performance with Coinbase listing coming.
What I like about Cardano, guys, let me just adjust this line slightly. Makes more sense. There we go. What I like about Cardano is not only do we pump to the upside, let me actually clear this chart out so it's a little bit more easy to read, guys. But not only do we break out of our bull flag, which is perfect, right? We'll look at our measured move in it shortly, guys. But for Cardano, we back tested. You know, we had previous support once, twice, 3 times. We broke down below it. We came back up, retested it as resistance, and then we eventually get back up it. And it looks like now we actually came back down, back tested it as support. So that's super bullish. You flipped your previously negative trend line now and back into a positive trend line. So you might be back in bull mode now. You measure move out of this bull flag, guys, for Cardano. You take your full bull flagpole and extrapolate it at your breakout point. It's going to give you a target, right? We've seen these bull flags fail before, like for Algorand, XLM. But you know, if crypto can get a bounce, right, we can start seeing a little more bullish momentum, and especially with Cardano being listed on Coinbase. I don't think this is the end. I think you reach this target at about 165 or 166, right? So I'll mark that as a target here.
Do you think Polkadot is a good buy now, and do you think that Coinbase Pro will also list this coin soon?
So that's your target for Cardano. All right, 166.
Interested in your thoughts on Cardano? Eras is now maybe headed in thoughts over short-term future performance with Coinbase listing coming.
Yeah, we'll look at XLM too, guys. Thanks everyone for coming and enjoying the stream today, guys. If we can keep hitting those likes, let's get up to we have 150 people in here. Let's get up to 100 likes. We should be able to smash 100 likes. All right. XLM still being held down by this resistance line. So, you know, obviously for XLM, this is make or break, man.
After it pumped today, I was going to sell it 94, but it kept running. Thoughts on the chart? What I should look and
so, you know, XLM, man, you got to get.
Selling, converting.
So, basically, you're getting launched between these 2 trend lines, man. You can see like this bottom trend, this top trend line, we're getting resistance on, and then this green trend line where you keep coming back down and back testing it as support. So you're getting it squeezed in bit here. So you really need to decide which way you're going to go. And like I said, guys, this has to break by March 20th, which is Saturday. So you got to see a break out of this by Saturday, in my opinion. And you know, your targets are here. I think if you break this trend line, I think 48 cents, right, is a pretty big level. A bunch of support on it back here. And then obviously your local high, 59 cents, if you do break to the upside here. And you do see continued price action to the upside for crypto in general. I think those are your next 2 targets, man. All right, but you need to also watch this volume. So if the volume, if you see a breakout, but the volume is not, you know, you don't get that breakout in volume, I don't think it counts, right? You're seeing the volume just continue to dwindle here. So we need a big volume breakout like we got back here, okay? So that's XLM. And then we also have, we got Chainlink. Let's look at Chainlink real quick, fellas. Chainlink, just still oscillating in this general, kind of this general symmetrical triangle, right? So, you know, we've gotten 3 confirmed touches on the top now. We've gotten 3 confirmed touches on the bottom. So I think this is a pretty confirmed, you know, type of pattern for Chainlink, right? So we'll see what this has to break by technically the end of the month. So about March 30th, end of the month. So you could still oscillate in here for another 2 weeks. But, you know, I think this really depends on what direction the crypto market goes. If the crypto market dumps, you probably see Chainlink dump back to even the bottom of this giant rising wedge that it's in. Okay. And if it pumps to the upside, obviously we know our measured move out of this will probably be somewhere about the top of the wedge, right? So you could take that from, I'm going to take it conservatively here. We extrapolate that at our breakout point. If we do break to the upside, say we break out somewhere around this area, goes up to relatively about the same point at the top of our rising wedge, which is approximately about 42 bucks. Okay, so that's Chainlink. All right, we're at 62 likes, guys. Keep spamming that like button, all right? Takes 2 seconds. Keep spamming that like button. I'm not going to bring out the Instagram meme, right? I haven't brought it out in a while, but it might be coming, guys, because you guys have been really good about the likes, but I might bring out the Instagram meme for the likes. So keep spamming those likes for me. Appreciate it. All right. So let's get into some of the super chats, guys. Let's go back into some of the super chats.
Can you look at Xrp? It is retesting previous resistance as support from the breakout. Flip game.
All right. So let's go back and do the super chat. So Juan wanted XRP. So let's check out XRP. I think we had a couple other XRP requests too. As I type in Juan in the search, I always do that. I always type in the name by accident. Let's go check out XRP for Juan. XRP holding this support line, it looks like. Talked about this yesterday. Holding this general support line. 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches on the 4 hour. So, can you break out? It looks like you're just kind of oscillating really between about 41 cents and about 48 cents. Kind of just like he doesn't really know what it wants to do right now. But you holding this trend line and you getting a big buy off that trend line tells me that I think XRP has positive momentum and wants to go up. You can see you got a big volume spike there. I mean, nothing obviously like back here, but still good to see XRP. So I used to talk about XLM, but XRP getting a good volume spike there. But I honestly, like, this is nothing, right? I mean, looks like you could be in one giant ascending triangle. You extend this up. You can see you keep getting rejected at this 65 cent level, and then you keep getting support on this trend line. So looks like to me like one big giant ascending triangle, doesn't it? That's what it looks like to me. And it also could be, maybe a symmetrical triangle, something like this, or if you connect the candle bodies. So I'll keep it like this. I mean, it could be either one at this point, but obviously our measure move out of this is going to be something insane. So we'll wait to see if this is actually confirmed until we look at our breakout. To confirm this, you got to break 65 cents. So that's it, Juan. I mean, you really got nothing on your RSI. Nothing on your RSI. So just waiting to see it until you can, like, short term, you got to break 48 cents. Long term, you got to break 65 cents. But if you break this support, this long-term support, that could definitely be bearish in the short term. You could see 36 cents if you break to the downside here. All right, so let's check out Cardano. Does it affect Ethereum negatively? No, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't affect Ethereum negatively. They've existed up to this point. Cardano's gotten as high as number 3 on the on market cap. So I mean, if they can coexist at Ethereum being 2, Cardano being 3, I don't see any problem with Cardano and Ethereum both having very good futures in this market. All right, we got Elias. Interested your thoughts on Cardano? Where is it now? Maybe headed, and thoughts over short-term future performance with Coinbase listing. Yeah, so I just talked about Cardano, but thanks for the $10 super chat, Elias. As always, my guy. So Cardano flipped, I mean, in bullish momentum to me. Previous resistance was then your support, then it was your resistance, now it's your support again. So when you're above it, usually definitely in an uptrend. When you're below it, you're in a downtrend. All right, you broke out of your bull flag. I think you eventually are going to make your way up to 166 for sure, in my opinion. 166. As long as like Bitcoin doesn't reverse to the downside heavily, I think 166 is coming for Cardano for sure, man. What's going on, Alex E? Thanks for joining the stream, man. We got UYU Drew got into bat 80 cents after it pumped today. Thoughts on the chart. What should I look at and think about for holding versus selling, converting? Let's look at BAT. See if we have any clues on this one, man. So it looks like you hit your, or almost hit your target up there. Let's see what that was. I think it was your fib retracement from your top to your bottom here. Yeah, top to your bottom fib retracement.
Sorry, XRP, BTX, please.
So you went up, so your first initial impulse was up to your 1.618. Second impulse was to right below your 2.618. So it looks like this is getting front run a little bit on the selling. So really,
Can you check out gold, please?
if you continue up, man, your next two targets for BAT are 155 and 170. Now, let's see if you have any bearish divergence. You don't, so which is good. So you actually broke your previous RSI swing high. So you don't have bearish divergence, which is really, really good. Really, really good. Let's see if you have anything on the daily. Just trying to see if you have anything that might show you that you're gonna progress to the downside. Yeah, this has no bearish divergence at the moment, so you are good, man. I personally wouldn't take profits unless you're okay with. Just be okay with this possibly coming back down to retest. Probably about this area, right? Don't be surprised if it comes down to like 88 cents to back test. But as long as you're okay with that, you know, short-term little loss, it's eventually gonna probably go up to these higher levels because you got no bearish divergence at all. All right, can you look at XRP is retesting previous resistance as support from the breakout, flip gang. Retesting previous resistance as support. I think we looked at it earlier, man. Didn't we? Retesting previous resistance as support. Yeah, I mean, it's relative short-term resistance here, right? You're flipping it as support, but I think this support is more important. As long as you hold this support, man, I think you're going to continue up until you possibly hit your symmetrical triangle high or your ascending triangle high, right? Either the ascending triangle is with this top green line, the symmetrical triangle is with this top yellow line. So either one of these could be playing out, but we'll continue to watch XRP here. Okay. All right, guys.
Can you explain what those price targets you said were and what they mean? I'm new, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll take a look. Sorry, XRP BTX. All right, let's look at XRP BTX for Juan. Thanks for the €5 super chat, Juan. XRP. I'm sure you mean BTC. I think that's what you meant. XRP BTC is. Let's look on the daily. So it looks like you're hitting a. Yeah, I was gonna say you might have some bullish divergence, but you actually don't. Let's look at the 4-hour. No divergence there. So I'm not seeing any type of reversal for this general pattern that's been going to the downside incredibly, right? Looks like it wants to hold this as resistance throughout XRP's future or XRP's past. And then the downside, it's yeah, man, you don't really got much to work with here. I think what you did was, yeah, you take your candle bodies. All right, I can see. So let me just adjust this line. There we go. So you had this little rising or falling wedge for XRP Bitcoin. It looks like you got a little impulse out of it. You came back into it, back tested the bottom again. And now you're getting resistance again. So, but if you can break this general resistance for XRP Bitcoin, you could see another big influx on XRP against Bitcoin short term if you can break this resistance. Now, you don't have anything that's telling you you're necessarily going to do that. Yeah, you don't have any divergence or anything. So this is just pure speculation. You could just dump back down to the bottom of the wedge again. But this is converging. This has got to break out pretty soon, man. All right. You break this, you could be testing back up to, 1929 Satoshis. Angelo with the €29 super chats. He said, "Can you check out Bolt, please?" I can actually check out Bolt for you, Angelo. Thanks for supporting the stream, my guy. So Bolt, you're in your symmetrical triangle. Looks like you broke out. You actually broke past your measured move target, right? You measure move target, extract right here, right? So on a symmetrical triangle, you take your high to your low, extrapolate at your breakout points. You know, you actually surpassed your breakout target, but you're getting a pullback here. Looking left, I guess it makes a little sense why you're getting a pullback. You have a little local peak right here. I don't think that's going to stop you. I think you're definitely going to go up to 16, or really 17 cents. And then obviously you got your local highs up here at about 20.7 cents. Eventually you hit for Bolt. Just because like you don't really have much looking left besides this little peak here where you're getting resistance. But major breakout for Bolt. Breaking above this, it was really started with you breaking this 5.7 cents level. Once you broke that, you were good. You kind of had like an ascending triangle going on for the most part, man. Kind of like, guess you can have one little fake out to the downside. You could also draw it like that. But yeah, you broke up out of it. So good stuff there, man.
What does that look like?
Let's see. Can you explain what those price targets you said were and what they mean? I'm new, sorry. Yeah, let me go check out. Which coin was it, Drew? It was let's see. What did you ask for? Let me see what Drew's super chat was, guys. Hold on one second. He asked for, what did he ask for? Why you Drew? BAT. He asked for BAT. Okay, we'll do BAT. Let me go back to BAT real quick for Drew, and then I'll look at DOT, guys. BAT was, so these price targets were the Fibonacci retreat extension targets, man. So to get those, what you do is you take your, I think we were looking at on the 4 hour, you take your previous swing high to swing low, and that's going to give you your Fibonacci targets, okay? So you can see you first hit your 1.618, and then you hit your 2.618, and then your 3.618, and your 4.236 are 152 and 170 for BAT, dude. That's what that meant. Renee, what's going on, Renee? He said, I'm filling for Squiggy tonight. Nice. Squiggy working or something? What's Squiggy up to? Yeah, I got him sometime next week, or I guess, like I said, I'm gonna have more time starting next week. Sometime next week, I gotta get Squiggy on stream. I really do.
I am filling in for Squiggy tonight.
Let's look at DOT for John, though. Let's look at DOT for Mr. John. So DOT, we know we broke down from this rising wedge, okay? Which is obviously bearish, right? And your measure move target out of a rising wedge, when you break to the downside, is your first touch on the bottom. And that's going to put you, really down here towards like 27 bucks, right? 27 bucks approximately. So obviously that's bearish short term. Now, what do we got going on in the really short term? I mean, we back tested a critical area here, right? You back tested it once, back tested it twice. So can you hold that area, man? You don't want to come. We don't want to do is come back up, back test your wedge, also back testing previous resistance, and get rejected one more time. Then you probably go lower, right? You have anything on your RSI? Not really. Might have slight bullish divergence, but it's one of those things where I don't think you can call it that. I mean, you take it from your wicks, right? Very, very slight, but it already played out. It already played out, right? You can see lower lows on your RSI, higher lows in price action. So that I guess should push you back up to the upside, but it's already kind of played out, and you're not getting huge bids to the upside that you want to see, right?
I am filling in for Squiggy tonight.
You had some good bullish divergence on the daily chart too. So we'll see if you can get any continued price action. But that's DOT, dude. Thanks for the support and stream, John.
Cheers.
Jimbo with the $2 super chats. Asking for Harmony 1. Let's go look at Harmony 1. Just trying to bang through these super chats, and I'll get back to the chat for a little bit, guys. Let me do Harmony 1. I'll look at the chat, and then I'll get back to the super chats, okay? So Harmony 1. A bunch of lines here. Let me get rid of some of these since we broke to the upside recently. Should be good there. All right, so what did you do? Well, you actually pumped to your 3.618 Fibonacci target, right? Up at 10.5 cents, and you pulled back. So technically, you could pull back all the way to this wick high here on the daily or on the 4-hour, right? You could pull back all the way down to 6.7 cents because you have no support looking left at that between these two levels, right? But it looks like this might just be bull flagging it out. Okay. Nice little bull flag forming here on Harmony 1, right? So technically, this is a bullish pattern. If you did break out of this bull flag to the upside, it's going to give you an approximate price target. You know, say if you break out somewhere around this area, give you an approximate price target of about 13.7 cents. But this could flag out until you all the way, like you hit this bottom green line again and then break out, right? So if you did something like that, you adjust your breakout target, put you pretty close to your 4236, right? 4236 is at 12.5. So that's what we're looking at for Harmony 1, but looks like you just might be bull flagging it. But don't be surprised if it comes back down and retests 6.7 cents. Okay?
New subscriber here. Awesome content. Cheers.
All right, and if it does do that, don't be one of these guys that's like this, right?
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Don't be one of those guys. It's just going to be a slight pullback, okay?
Do you think VR can't make more ground?
All right, we got Renee with the $5 super chat saying she's filling in for Swiggy. I do want to know where Swiggy is. I miss Swiggy. Swiggy is being a legend. Amarato with the $2 super chat saying, new subscriber here. Awesome content. Thank you so much, Amarato. Appreciate the kind words, man. Let's go check out BTC real quick, guys. See what BTC is doing. 56,500. So after a nice little up thrust here on the last like 4-hour candle, now we're getting another pullback. So not good. Not looking good for Bitcoin. But I mean, I do want to hold this general support level. As you guys know, zooming out, it's even better on the daily. This has been a pretty big support level. Once, twice, 3 times, and now 4 times. So hopefully that holds, guys. Hopefully that holds. And then let's continue though. So Bitcoin 56,540. You know, just kind of oscillating, guys. Not much is going on with Mr. BTC right now. We got Angelo with, do you think VRA can't make any more ground? I'll take a look at that just in a second, my guy. We need a mod, Swiggy's wife. Where's Swiggy's? Hold on. Renee, you're coming to mod. I don't even know this is the first time you're in the stream, but Renee, I'm making you a mod right now. There we go. Renee is now a mod. Just don't be spamming people left and don't be modding, banning people left and right. All right, Renee. That's my only rule as a mod, all right? What's going on, Kumar? I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. It's Tuesday. I got 3 more days left in this week. And guys, the amount of content that is going to be coming out starting on Saturday is going to be absolutely insane. So I'm excited for it. Going to be an exciting time. Really, next week is where we're going to really start, making some progress, all right? What's going on, Amarato? Guys, if we keep spamming up that like button, let's get to 150 likes now, all right? 150 likes. 150 likes. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter too, go follow me on Twitter. Trying to get up to 700 likes by the end of this week, guys. That's the goal, right? I like to make small goals. So if you haven't followed me yet, go follow me over there. Bitcoin not doing much, guys. Let's see what Ethereum's doing. Ethereum 1779. So right now, not much going on with Ethereum. just kind of following Bitcoin. You can see the last like really like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 4-hour candles literally just kind of oscillating sideways. So lasted like 2 days of just pretty much sideways for Ethereum. So not much going on there. Don't really have an edge on Ethereum right now. So it's a wait and see game. You're right in the middle of a range, right? You just keep oscillating between 1717 and 1848 constantly for Ethereum. Sorry for the screaming in the background, guys. I apologize. All right. That's Ethereum. Extremely low volume. Like the volume is getting extremely low on Ethereum. So you got to think that a move is coming somewhat soon. You got to think, right? Like the volume is as low as it's been since, like just looking at the volume profile on the 4-hour, it's really like as low it's been since like back here in October, right? Like we haven't got, look at the last time we got a big volume spike was February 23rd. So about a month of just like downwards pressure. Pretty insane. Like the volume's starting to get to like May levels, like June and May, where you just kind of like went sideways. So a move has got to come soon, in my opinion, for Ethereum. Santiago said, "What do I think about Chili's?" Let's go check on Chili's real quick. Chili's, it looks like you broke down from the symmetrical triangle, and you also broke that bullish divergence that was forming, which still could, right? You could adjust this even lower and still have this bullish divergence. It might even be on the daily too now. Yeah, you can't really call it on the daily yet, but on the 4-hour, you still got that bullish divergence that could form. You just got to get some type of upwards price action. You got higher lows in price action, lower lows on the RSI. So yes, you dumped out of this little symmetrical triangle, bull flag, whatever you wanted to call it. Maybe this was just a giant bull flag though. Like maybe this is the actual pattern, maybe, right? And we just haven't come back down to backtest the support in a while, right? So this could still be a possibility. Doesn't that make sense, guys? So Chili's, like, if this was the case, if this could be still a bull flag, I mean, your flagpole on this is pretty damn big. Your flagpole on this would put you all the way up, like, towards $1.15 price levels. So over a 2x or where you are right now. We'll have to see if that actually plays out. This is more so pure speculation at the moment, but yeah, man, could still be in a bull flag with bullish divergence, possibly. You just don't want to see the price action get below your previous low, right? That's really what you're waiting for here. A lot of people asking for VeChain. Let's go check out VeChain for everyone in the chat that's asking about it. VeChain, dumping to the bottom of the rising channel, okay? The rising channel has been going on for a long time, right? Since the beginning of March. So about 2 weeks of this rising channel just going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So right now you're retesting the bottom of the range. You don't want to break this back down to the downside for VeChain, guys. You really don't. You already back tested your previous local high, so you don't need to do that. So if you just broke this, that would be pretty bearish in my opinion. But like I said, you could just be back testing. Let me get rid of this. You could just be back testing this level. Where's my horizontal? Right here. You're back testing your previous local high candle bodies right there, right? So even if you came back down a little bit lower, back tested your previous high while also back testing your rising channel support and get a bounce, that would make a lot of sense. But it looks like right now you're just continuing to dump. So let's see if you break that that level there. If you continued up, right, if you did get a bounce, you probably just go back up to the channel again. I mean, the trend is your friend until it's not. So you get a bounce off this channel, man. You're probably looking at, somewhere up here, right? 90 cents maybe. Let's keep spamming up those likes, guys. So save one. All right, after the stream, you guys are probably gonna go on your phones, on your bed, and you guys are gonna like up every chick that you see on there. So if you could save one of those likes for me, smack that like button right now. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate all you guys that do that. All right, thank you so much. Omar said, Jordan, I can't watch the live stream because I'm at work. It's real dedication to come in here and tell me that you can't watch the live stream. So I appreciate it, Omar. But no problem, man. It'll be uploaded to YouTube if you want to watch it later tonight. It's always uploaded to YouTube after the stream, so you can definitely watch it later. Thanks for the kind words, Omar. Yeah, I can actually do a Cardano for you. Mio Drag. Look at Cardano. Thanks for the likes. We hit 150 likes. Thank you, guys. Cardano, though. We broke out of our bull flag, so ultimately my price target on this is up here towards 166. Okay? And right now you're just back testing, right? We look down here. Previous resistance. Flip the supports once, twice, 3 times. And then you back tested it as resistance, dumped. Now you're back testing as support, and right now you're holding it 2 candles, right? Obviously, you don't want to dump below it, but it would make sense if you held that level because it's also your previous local high right about here, right? So if you do hold that level, that makes sense. You're just back testing your previous resistance as new support. So we'll see if this holds. If it doesn't, you could also come back down and back test this wick maybe at 119. But Cardano dumping at the moment. 121, but Cardano should be fine. Like when things get listed to Coinbase like that, guys, we usually see massive pumps for those coins over a course of a couple days. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for liking and subscribing, man. I'll take out XLM for you right now, man. XLM. So right at that resistance, dude. Yeah, XLM's just making us all wait, just oscillating between pretty much going sideways since the end of February. So you're looking at about 2 months, or not at 2 months, but 3 weeks, sorry, of just literally just going sideways here. But you're getting stuck between this green line here at about 37 cents and this resistance line, right? So this thing's got to break, like I've been saying, guys, by March 20th. So you got about 4 days before XLM is going to decide if it wants to dump to the downside or the upside. Breaks to the upside, your 2 targets, 48 cents and 59 cents. Okay? 2 big areas of support and resistance. It's probably more like 47 cents, actually. Makes more sense, right? Previous local high, previous supports.
Please do mana. Thank you.
All right, we got Matthew with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much for the support, man. That's absolutely awesome. That's absolutely awesome, man. And thanks for being polite and saying thank you. I always appreciate that as well. But I'll check out mana for you. I also did buy some mana a couple weeks ago, so I'm generally pleased with it. So mana on the 4 hour, holding this pretty big support line, right? This is our. I believe that's our 4. Hold on 1 second. Let me double check though. So that is our 4236. No. Is it off this one? Hold on. Let me see what that was.
Please do mana. Thank you.
I know. But I think we looked at it on the hourly with something that like crazy. We got to look on the hourly. So you do want to hold this support line here, man. You definitely want to hold that support line. If not, looks like you definitely got some downward resistance coming in here. And then you got some downward support. So after all this, you could just be in a relative bull flag, it looks like. Bull flag, falling channel. I don't know if you can really call this a bull flag. But, you know, you just keep oscillating between these two areas. But I would like to hold 88 cents, right? You can see a previous support back here. So previous support, I would like to hold that again, guys. But if you don't, right, you could just get support at the bottom of this bull flag that you keep getting support on. Okay. But good stuff. There's not really a target. I mean, I don't know if you could call this a bull flag. Very, very short flagpole. So like if you broke out, it wouldn't be anything crazy. It would put you up towards like $1.28 if you did break out of this. But like if you did break this support, man, like mana could come all the way back down to levels like 32 cents, I think. Right? Previous local high. Really this wick, maybe about 76 cents. You could come back down if you break this.
Advanced between 198,200.
All right. Only Coinbase Pro? Yeah. Fortunately, it's not on Coinbase, but it's on Coinbase Pro, unfortunately. All right. So we got Crypto. Thanks for joining the stream again, my guy. He said Litecoin, it danced between 19.8 and 200. So Litecoin just kind of oscillating sideways too. I haven't looked at Litecoin yet today. Yeah, so Litecoin just kind of chilling, like you said, between 19. Really like with Litecoin.
It danced between 198,200.
So Litecoin, interesting. It has a neckline. It did look like you had a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern going on, but you kind of dumped. And so I don't think you can still call this a head and shoulders pattern. It looked like you did earlier today, right? You could see it kind of formed, right? You had a left shoulder, a head, and your right shoulder, but you ended up just breaking back down to the downside, unfortunately. But you do have clear resistance there. And it looks like you got some clear support as of now. So I think you're in some sort of symmetrical triangle. You know, that's got to break. Got to break by tomorrow, right? You're looking at tomorrow around noon. This thing's got to break. So wait to see what happens there. If you break to the upside on this guy, looking at about.
A little more pump up with ADA getting listed on Pro.
So you're looking at about 220, really, like $220 if you break to the upside of the symmetrical triangle, which makes a lot of sense because you don't really have a lot of resistance looking left from where you are right now. Don't have much until all the way up like at like 208. You break to the downside. I don't like looking at measure move to the downside because they usually don't pan out for crypto. You break to the downside, it's probably going to be, if you don't hold 196, it's probably going to be this wick. Like you can see you got support on this once here, and once there. So I just made two, but 191, right? About 191 if you break to the downside, I think it would be your target. I don't think you go lower than that. At least short term, right? So we keep watching that for Litecoin. You get a declining volume, which makes sense too that you're in some type of pattern. Let's see. Amanda. What's going on, Amanda? Thanks for hanging out. I said VTHRO. Or VTHO. Yeah, I think you mean VTHO.
I was expecting a little more pump up with ADA getting listed on Pro.
So VTHO, I'm going to clear the chart out. What I don't like on VTHO is you did break this general, on the 1 hour, you did break this general support line. So short term, that does spell a little bit of not so good, right? You came up, didn't quite back test it, but still got rejected. Not even going all the way up to back test it. Now you're continuing down. You got a lot of support in this general area, right? I think you could hold like this general area. Well, really the area you're in right now make a lot of sense. But if you did break this support, look for possibly about 90 cents. And then after that, looking at your wick high down here at about 86 cents. Those are really your next supports. You want to hold one of these. If you break that, it could spell some trouble and you coming back even farther, like 73 cents. Your local wick high, right? So just watch out for those for VTHO, but not looking too good short term.
VTHRO.
Then we do Nano for Parafuso, $5 super chat from Parafuso. Check out that. So Nano, clear resistance line coming down, right? Clear as day. And then could this be some type of falling wedge? It definitely could. I'm going to draw it like this, cutting off some of the wicks, but let me switch to the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour, you could probably draw it something like this. So looks like a falling wedge to me, which is typically a bullish pattern, right? Typically, this is a bullish reversal pattern, which pushes you back up to the upside. So, like, will you go back up and retest your measure move breakout out of this? Would be, you know, $6.25. So we'll see if you hold this support line, which is pretty big.
XRP breaking.
XRP breaking. All right, I guess we're getting a lot of pump ups right now. Jay Lore said, I was expecting a little more pump up with ADA getting listened to pro. Don't worry, man. It's just literally the first pump today. And Cardano pumped a crazy amount, you know, the last couple months. So, I mean, it's not like other coins where it didn't really pump up yet. I mean, Cardano already went on a massive run the last couple months. So, expect more. Expect more. We're just seeing Bitcoin in a little bit of a downtrend. So, it's kind of bad timing for the Coinbase Pro listing. But if and when Bitcoin gets a reversal, because it will at some point, you'll see Cardano start flying.
BNT, small cap ready to pump.
Amanda wanted VTHRO. I don't think I have that, Amanda. VTH. Yeah, I don't have VTHRO. For Amanda. I appreciate the $10, Amanda, but if that could be something else, maybe. I'm not sure with what VTHRO is.
Small cap ready to pump.
You can check out Bitcoin real quick. I'll see Amanda. Leave it in the chat, mods. If you could tell me with what Amanda said, it's easier when you guys say it. So whatever VTHRO is, let me know. I'm just not seeing the ticker. Bitcoin, 56,400, so nothing really going on for BTC, guys. We're just kind of chilling, right? Let's keep spamming with those likes, guys. Let's get the 200 likes. We should easily be able to crush 200 likes. If you guys are new to the channel too, guys, make sure you press that subscribe button down below. I stream every single night between about 8 and 10 o'clock, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys don't miss out anything, okay? James with the $5 super chat saying XRP breaking. We'll look at XRP, and then we'll also look at... We'll look at DNT for Vulcan. All right, Amanda said VTHOR. VTHOR. Okay. VTHO. It's not VTHO, is it? VTHOR. Yeah, I'm not seeing VTHOR. VTHOR is not popping up for me. Oh, VTHO. Okay, yeah, I did VTHO. I did VTHO earlier. So like you dip below this support line. So like I said, you really just want to hold one of these supports. But I literally just did it like 5 minutes ago. I thought I had the right one, but I wanted to make sure, Amanda. But yeah, I touched on this like 5 minutes ago, if you want to rewind. XRP is breaking. Okay. XRP is breaking. Yeah, you're bouncing to the upside. I think if you can break this, it's really more like, if you can break like 48.7 cents, I think you're pretty good on XRP. But like, I do think you're going to get a relative bounce here, because usually when you hit this trend line, you get a pretty big bounce to the upside. So I am expecting a big bounce to the upside, but as of right now, it's not getting a huge break yet. But that could change real quick. XRP could be testing these higher levels pretty soon. DNT for Vulcan. Check out VNT for Vulcan. So like I said, you're kind of just in a kind of awkward ascending triangle pattern. You broke out to the upside, you came back into it. So you do want to hold the support, man. You're right at that support. So, you know, it could be ready to pump if you get a bounce here, but you're not getting any bids. You don't have any divergence that's going to tell you you're going to get a bounce, right? And you do have room to run down on the RSI. You're not oversold yet. So, man, you don't want to break this. You definitely don't want to break this. If you do, you could come back down to like 25 cents for DNT. But like, this was your breakout, man. This was your breakout out of this beautiful ascending triangle, and you just couldn't hold the bids. You pumped, and then you pumped right back into this ascending triangle. So, not looking too good, man. Yeah, absolutely, Parafuso. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Bruno, can you check out XEM? Yeah, I'll check it out in a second, man. What's your thoughts on EGLD and VeChain? We looked at VeChain earlier in the stream. I'll check out EGLD for you, David. Thanks for the $2 super chat, my guy. Let's do XEM for Bruno in the chat, though. I'm gonna pick out a few chat ones because I know you guys want me to talk about some of your coins in there. XEM, you're holding that support, man. I think last time we talked about it, like you dumped here, you bounced right off your previous local high as support. Also holding this general support line here. You can't. I was trying to see if you could do it all the way over, but you're holding this general support line here. And you got to bounce off that as well. So that's super bullish for me. Super bullish. And you're not really getting too many bids to the upside, but if you can break this resistance right here, you can see looking left why this is such a big resistance. You know, it's a previous local high from February. You break that, could be continuing up. All right. Your next target would be somewhere like 50 cents if you did continue up. That's your next resistance. Previous support. See if you can break above that for XEM. Let's check out EGLD for David. EGLD. So at a critical level right now for EGLD. Critical level like your previous. Let me clear this chart out a little bit so you can see a little better. There we go. So previous resistance. Here we go. So previous resistance here. You're trying to hold it as support. So you don't want to break that. You break that, you know, probably looking at about 113 as support. If you do break that. But you did break out of this bull flag. You just didn't get a lot of bids that really pushed you up, man. You didn't. You just didn't have any bids, and now you're coming back down. But
good evening, brother. Check new, please.
Could be in kind of a little bit of a flag, not a flag, but more of a downward sloping channel here. So we'll see if this amounts to anything. Maybe you hold this as support and you break this resistance, and that really propels you to the upside. But as of now, to nothing burger for EGLD.
Good evening, brother. Check new, please.
All right. Let's see what we got. Emirata with a €2 super chat saying, what's your thought on SC? I'll take a look at Sia coin. And then good evening, brother. NU. Do NU for Jerry. What's going on, Jerry? Thanks for coming out. I'll do those in a second. Let's go check out BTC real quick, guys. See what we got going on. So BTC 56,500. So nothing, still a nothing burger on BTC, guys. We're just kind of hanging out. I'm assuming Ethereum's still in the same spot it's been for the last 48 hours. Yep. Ethereum dumping a little bit again, but still just pretty much sideways for the last like 2 days, guys. Pretty much sideways. So nothing on the big caps at all. See what Cardano's doing real quick, fellas. Yeah, so you came back down, you wicked off that support again. So we'll see if you can get some type of bounce. Looks like you are getting a bounce. So let's just hope this doesn't end up being a bearish engulfing candle, right? You want to get back above and don't close below this bottom green candle here. You don't want that bearish candle, right? So let's hope that this pumps up a little bit more so it doesn't bearishly engulf this green candle, guys. All right, let's do Sia coin for Amorato, and then we'll do new for Jerry. So Sia coin, back testing its Fibonacci level, trying to hold it desperately. It's more like down here that you keep testing, trying to hold this level, right? 17 cents desperately as support. Really nothing, like, not really have a pattern here. You did have a inverse head and shoulders on the hourly, or sorry, head and shoulders on the hourly, but kind of got negated. So nothing really going on the 4 hour as of now for Sia coin. A lot of these coins are either like consolidating and not doesn't show any signs of any type of continuation, or they're just kind of consolidating, right? On the hourly, really, like for Sia coin, the only thing you really might have is, you know, some definitely resistance coming down, and then some resistance this way.
I think there is more steam left in VRA. Thanks, folded hands.
So you may be forming a downwards channel, bull flag, whatever you want to call it, for this as well. So, you know, if you can't get any bids coming back up here, you can't hold this green line. It's really about right here as support. You know, you definitely could be forming a you know, possible move back to the downside to the bottom of this channel, and maybe retesting, you know, your local high as support, which you haven't done yet, right? You haven't came back down to retest about 15 cents as support. So don't be surprised at some point if this comes down and back test this and then continues up, right? That's what makes sense. Doesn't have to happen though. And Jerry D wanted new, so let's do new for Jerry D. New, what is going on here? Well, this thing's just kind of going sideways, right? Let's go to the 4 hour. So yeah, I mean, you keep dumping back down to lower levels. So this trend continues, like 46 cents. If you dump back below this, 46 cents, you could be coming back down to. You don't want to see you break this, but do you have any edge on the RSI? No edge on the RSI. So this thing could just continue to dump. If Bitcoin just continues to dump, you're probably going to see new continue to dump. Hasn't pretty much just been going sideways, really, man, for like since like the beginning of February. A month and a half of pretty much just going sideways for the most part. Yes, you went up a little bit, down a little bit, but not much of an edge. I mean, it did a similar thing down here, kind of the opposite way. They can see this one was kind of a, you know, kind of rounds out this way, and now it's kind of rounding out the opposite way. So don't like that. Don't like that. So if you dump though to 46 cents, you really want to hold that. That's like your last straw before you go lower. All right.
Could you check dollar Luna, please? Thanks, Grin.
Let's pick a couple from the chat here. Let's do Algo for CSGO movie montage. What's going on, man? Algo. Let me just adjust this here. So Algo, as we know, we broke that resistance. You back tested it as supports, and it's trying to continue up, but you know it's not getting any bids as well. And I talked about in today's Algo video, I talked about like if Bitcoin decides to dump, guys. I mean, it's gonna pull Algo with it. Algo is very correlated to Bitcoin at the end of the day. Very, very correlated to Bitcoin. So you're still kind of below this general support level here, which is big. Okay, it's more like up here. So you're below this like previous big support level. Okay, that held you up all throughout this area, and it's now kind of your resistance. So you really want to get above that. Okay, but that's really it for Algo. I mean, it just has no bids at all. Let's see here. Guess you might have a little bit of a symmetrical triangle forming right above resistance, which is usually a good sign. Usually a good sign. It means you're consolidating to move up higher. But it definitely could move back down here. So look for a move on Algo within the next within the next 20, you know, not even probably within the next 12 hours. Look for a move on Algo to the upside or the downside. Jordan, do you think there is more steam left in VRA? There's more steam in most cryptos, man. I mean, the bull market, in my opinion, is just starting. We're just getting a pullback. Not a big deal. Veracity. Let me clear the chart a little bit because that was getting a little messy there. You guys see how messy that chart was? But general support line that you want to continue to hold, man. Do I see more upside? Absolutely. I mean, what you did here is you pretty much just back tested your previous resistance as new support on the hourly, but this thing's actually mooned, so like it's tough. You can't really do TA on a coin like this, man. A coin that's already mooned like that. You broke all your short-term and your long-term fibs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you broke everything there. So, like on a coin that's already mooned like that, man, like it's crazy. Could have a little bullish divergence there, though. You can see lower lows on the RSI, higher lows in price action. So you could have a little bit of, bullish divergence there, which could push you up to the upside, which it's already doing on the 4-hour. Let's see if you can get a bullish engulfing candle here for VRA. You close above this previous red candle. That's bullish engulfing and should continue up. Okay? Which it looks like it wants to do. But it's right there, man. You're right at that same exact point. Same exact point. You got bullish engulfing on the hourly, which is big. Now let's see if you can get continued price action up to the upside in that 4-hour candle. All right, we got Luna. Luna for Annan. Thanks for supporting the stream. Let's clear this out real quick. So Luna, another coin that it's tough to do TA on a coin that's already pumped like this, man.
Broken playing previous resistance. Thoughts?
You can see so you just hit your, you can see like from your last swing high to your swing low, you literally just hit your 4236 Fibonacci, right? Almost perfectly, and now you're pulling back. So it's possible, like you usually do, right? You look at the price structure. It's not exactly perfect, but you can see, each time you pump up to the upside, this time you pull back to retest your previous resistance. So you could come back down realistically to.
Broken playing previous resistance. Thoughts?
you could come back down to 1755 for sure. Okay? Back down to 1755 and continue up.
Moddage, please. We need a bounce back. Slightly smiling face.
All right. Let me do... So we got Brandon with the AVAX broke and playing previous resistance thoughts. Let's go check out AVAX for Brandon. Yeah, AVAX just broke. Well, not just broke, but broke out today. You broke out of your bull flag. So your measure move target here for AVAX.
Moddage, please. We need a bounce back. Slightly smiling face.
Yeah, we'll take a look at Matic, Kevin. But AVAX, your measure move target is 40 ducks, man, out of this bull flag, right? We talked about this on stream yesterday. Like, we extrapolated at your breakout point, that puts you right up to 40 bucks, but ultimately, like, you got to hit these next resistances up here, 45, 52, 60, and 83. But you broke this big neckline here. You broke to the upside. You back tested your previous resistance as new support, not once but twice. And now you got these next targets to look for. Okay. These are basically previous resistances, and then your 1.618 fib up at 83.73. Okay, for AVAX. But good stuff there. Perfect breakout on that bull flag. Kevin asked for Matic, so let's go check out Matic for Kevin. Let's try to hit 200 likes, guys. Let's get 200 likes. We can easily do that. So Matic. What I don't like on Matic is you had your previous resistance, right? This yellow line. Let me actually make it a little bigger for you. So your previous resistance is yellow line, and you actually came back. You actually tested it as support, and you continued up, and then you actually broke back down below it. So now you're back into this pattern, but you could this whole time just be back testing this previous resistance here as new support, right? And then continuing up. But looks like a bullish back test to me. Let's see if you can get back above this general big resistance and support flip. See if you can get back above there. But your volume's tapering off, right? Your volume's slowly tapering off. It looks like you could be in a also in a bull flag as well.
SNX, please.
So we'll see. We'll come back tomorrow, see if this breaks out. It looks like it wants to break out today. Right, measure move target would be somewhere up in the range of about 60 cents, right? Psychological level of 60 cents. Makes a lot of sense. So we'll see if this breaks out tomorrow. It looks like it's got some momentum to break, though. Volume getting extremely low. Tony Mom said, hey, I'm in prison watching you live for your insight, man. It's hard to look at charts on a phone. Thanks for watching me, Tony. It's definitely hard to look at charts on the phone. I try to make the lines as big as possible, but it's probably hard to watch the streams on a phone or a tablet. I watch most of my streams on either a laptop or my desktop here. So, yeah, I can understand the pain, my guy. Thanks so much, Jordan. No problem, Kim. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Yeah, no problem, man. And thanks for coming out. Luna been mooning lately, I'm sure. What about ZRX? Said Renee. I'll check out ZRX for you, Renee. Check out ZRX for Renee, and then I'll do SNX for Bubba.
SNX, please.
So ZRX. Man, I mean, I guess you broke out here. You got a little bit of a volume, right? You can see the volume spiked up a little bit, but did you break out? I don't know, man. Or woman, I should say, Renee. But, yeah, I mean, big resistance coming down. Looks like it wants to just come back down and back test it as support, possibly. Back test it as support and then continue on up. But you did get nice volume here, right? Did get nice volume. If you did confirm this is a breakout, now you need to confirm this is a back test and then continue up to really confirm it. You probably look at eventually coming back up to 216, okay? But you're probably going to have some big resistance at this level too, right? Previous resistance all throughout this area and support as well. So 164, if you break 164, you're probably going up to 216, most likely. All right, that's ZRX. And look at SNX for Bubba here. SNX. So SNX, what do we got? What do we got? So we broke down from this rising channel, as we know. Let me get rid of that. So definitely got some resistance on the top side for sure. And then on the bottom side, looks like it has some support as of now. So we want to hold this support. You're right at it right now, but you can see it's trying to hold this support dating back from back here, right? It's trying to hold that as support. You break down below that, you got a bunch of resistance looking left though. It's going to be tough to break this general area. So you got a ton of resistance in this area. And you're kind of just right now, you're kind of just back testing a lot of previous resistance back here as support now. Right, you're kind of just back testing this general area. Right, previous resistance here, support. Let's see if you can hold that, right? So if you get a nice bounce here, let's see if you can get back to the top of this range, right? Which if you did bounce straight up right now, put you back up towards like 2150. You got a little bit of divergence going on, a little bit of bullish divergence going on for SNX, right? Lower lows on price action, and you're getting higher lows on the RSI. So we'll see if that pushes you up to the upside, but that's looking pretty good for SNX. At least you got something there. It's going to tell you might reverse, but it doesn't have to. But we'll look at that in tomorrow's stream, see if this does play out and pushes you back up. All right, we got Paul with the 199 super chat asking for ZIL. Let's go check out ZIL for Paul. So ZIL is...
Can you please check ZIL?
So ZIL actually broke down from this symmetrical triangle we were looking at, which is not surprising, right? Broke down, retested it as previous support, as resistance, right? And now it's continuing back really down. So, man, you got any type of edge here? I guess you're making I guess lower, kind of the same lows on the RSI. So not much, but I can see the volume just is getting seriously really low. So maybe you're in some type of descending triangle, right? Look at this descending triangle, makes a lot more sense actually. Okay, you can even say like maybe, I don't know, this looks like it makes some sense to me. Descending triangle here, but you really just want to break this resistance that's forming. Okay, you break this resistance, it pushes you back up to the top of the range. You fall, right? You should have some support looking left here. Also, like you're at a critical area. This is your previous highs back here, right? Previous highs, trying to flip that as support now. So we'll see if that ends up being bullish. I mean, that's usually what you do, right? You can see that you did the same thing on the last consolidation for ZIL, right? Looking left here. Previous resistance, flipped it as support, and then you continued up. So we'll see if you flick your previous resistance as support and you continue up again. So So that's Zill. Thanks for supporting the stream, Mr. Paul Zaggerty. Amarato, I'll catch up on the rest of the stream later. Cheers and keep it up. Thanks for Amarato. Thanks for the kind words, my guy. Bitcoin. 56,350 for Bitcoin. So only $50 difference from the last time we looked at it. Let's see if Ethereum's doing anything. Ethereum 1781. So boring price action today. I think that's why the viewers are slightly down today. That's usually what happens when Bitcoin and Ethereum are literally just chilling for the last 48 hours. So I'm not surprised, but I do think we're going to get a move soon, right? You can see just the volume is just tapering off, guys. The volume just continuing to tape off here. So I do think some type of move should happen relatively soon. It's usually what happens when you see the volume just taper off like this. Cardano doing pretty well. Great announcement. Yep. Cardano doing well. It's not the right Cardano chart. Hold on. Cardano. Where's the Cardano chart I looked at before? ADA. All right, guess that was the one I'm looking at. But yeah, I mean, still holding this 120 area. You want to hold this. This is a pretty big area, right? Pretty big area. You really want to hold that general area as support, man. ADA, thinking everyone already bought in. Yeah, everyone could have already. I mean, Cardano's been going crazy the last couple months, right? Just looking at back in September, it's been up, what, 17x in the last, 6 months? And it's more so like from this bottom here in like end of December. So really like the last 3 months, 11x. So I mean, especially with a coin with that big of a market cap, for in 3 months to go up 11x, that's like Bitcoin. Not really like Bitcoin, but that's like XRP doing 11x in 3 months. Like, it's tough to do a coin with that big of a market cap to have that big of a pump in that short of time, right? So, I mean, people thought we were going to get a bigger pump today. I mean, but just from the bottom today, like, the bottom today to the end, there was a 26% pump for a coin that has the third biggest market cap in crypto. So are you really surprised that you only got a 26% pump? Right? It's tough. You gotta always think of market cap terms. Cardano has a huge market cap, so it's harder to pump it. Yeah, we have see smaller altcoins get listed to Coinbase, and they pump up, 5x, but you guys got to remember the market cap for Cardano is a lot higher, so you're not going to see it move as much as the smaller altcoins that are easier to move, right? Let's see. Should we try to flip ADA as soon as it gets listed on Coinbase? You might see a temporary pullback, but I own Cardano is my third biggest holding in my portfolio, guys. So I'm personally not going to be selling Cardano. Personally, that's just how I am. I'm not really a short-term trader. Sometimes I'll do some medium swing trades, stuff like that, but I'm usually not a long-term trader. So I'll be holding Cardano. So you might see another upthrust for Cardano within the next couple of days. Bringing you maybe to your local high. You might see a sell-off, but I wouldn't be selling my Cardano personally. Can you also check out CVC? Yeah, check out CVC real quick, Paul. CVC broke out of your bull flag. Didn't get any much of an upthrust at all. And now you're just kind of trying to desperately hold, trying to really desperately hold 40 cents as support. You came back down to it once, now twice. So you almost had like a little double top here, which is not good either. So don't be surprised if this dumps back down to 36 cents, man. Squiggy, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming out. Renee just told me Cardano on Coinbase. Say what? Had to work late. Yeah, Cardano had a big pump today, Swiggy. So congrats for a good gain today. I know you own a lot of Cardano. So you got from the bottom today to the top. At one point, you had a 26%. For where it is right now, you got a nice 20% gain. So that's really good on the portfolio right there for sure. Cardano's my third biggest holding, so I'm happy with that pump. I am.
Sorry I am late. Renee just told me Cardano on Coinbase. Say what? Had to work late.
But welcome to the stream, Swiggy. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to be ending the stream in like 5 minutes, but I thank you for joining it. I've been streaming for about an hour and a half already now. But thanks for coming out, Squiggy. I mean, I bet you seeing Cardano pump like this, right? It will make it better that you don't get to watch me on stream for as long as you wanted to, right? But I apologize. Cardano out of my ears. Very cool, Quaid. Thanks, bro. Everyone who uses Coinbase should be using Coinbase Pro. Yeah, most likely. If you use Coinbase, you should probably be like, you might as well have Coinbase Pro at that point. Any ideas on Chainlink? Let's go check out Chainlink for Steve. Chainlink just kind of, it's really just consolidating, man, right? Up, down, up, down. So don't be surprised if it comes back down to retest the bottom here, especially if Bitcoin continues down. Don't be surprised if Chainlink hits 24 bucks maybe, like, or 25 bucks. Don't be surprised if it comes back down there, retest the bottom of this symmetrical triangle that is forming. Okay. That's where you said 1 more hour, I'll go into convulsions. I don't know if I can do another hour today. I don't know about that. We'll see how long I can go. We'll see how long I can go. Thursday you'll be up to buy Cardano on Coinbase Pro. Yeah, so everyone wants to buy Cardano. Go download Coinbase Pro or go get Coinbase Pro. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, how do I buy?" A lot of people ask me all the time, "How do I buy Cardano?" Well, now you have a pretty easy solution, right? Coinbase Pro is a relatively easy solution, especially for us people in the U.S. Could be kind of confusing for a lot of people to buy Cardano because it's not obviously wasn't on Coinbase, wasn't on Robinhood or stuff like that, and you had to use a VPN to use Binance or something like that. But now you got Coinbase Pro, which is good. I'll do SKL for Quaid. Let's go check out SKL for Quaid in the chat. It looks like last time we looked at this, well, at least I thought you were in a falling channel, a falling wedge. Now it looks like you could probably adjust this to be in some sort of bull flag as of now. Okay, some sort of bull flag, depending on how you draw it, maybe something like that. So, I mean, I think what you were doing is just back testing your previous resistance, which is right here, as support. You haven't gotten down there yet, so don't be surprised if it comes a little bit lower to like 66 cents. Back testing its previous resistance, flipping it as support, and then possibly breaking it back to the upside. Okay. Volume getting extremely low, which tells me you're still in some type of pattern here for SKL. So wait for a volume breakout, but I think you're just back testing your previous resistance. All right, Kenny. Yeah, Kenny, I'll check out GRT for you. Thanks for hanging out in the stream, man. GRT. You could draw it a couple different ways, man. I mean, I guess it's not perfect support, but you can generally see you have like an upward support line here. Just trying to see if you have any bit of an edge. I guess you had. It's tough, man. I guess you have a little bit of an edge on your price action here. See on the 4-hour, man, you got some bullish divergence going on, right? See lower highs or lower lows in the price action, higher lows in the RSI, which give you some hidden bullish divergence, which should push you back up to the upside. It did temporarily. You haven't really got any follow through. Let's see if you can hold this support. You gotta hold this support line. And then you're getting squeezed here. You break out of this, though. Like your measure move target up here is, if I can zoom out a little bit, is about $3.23 approximately. And then really, like, you break this resistance. You're looking for 285. You break 285. Like I said, 323 is your measure move breakout out of this sort of symmetrical triangle that's been forming, right?
Coming stimulus checks will affect crypto.
Thanks for the $5 super chat, Squiggy. How do I think the coming stimulus checks will affect crypto? I think they're already priced in. A lot of those things are, it's kind of like buy the rumor, sell the news. So I think once they announced that the stimulus checks were coming out, I think a lot of that is already priced in. So yeah, you'll probably see the money, like the more money that comes out, flow into crypto. But the market cap of Bitcoin and a lot of these high cap cryptos is so big now where I don't think us small movers that are getting the what a 14, 1600, whatever it is. I don't think us small movers are really going to be able to affect the price anyways. So I don't think it has a huge effect on crypto. What I do think it has effect on, I do think it has an effect on the DXY or the dollar price index. Let's go check that out actually real quick, because you know when the rate of the US dollar goes down, the rate of Bitcoin and crypto usually goes up, right? So you can see that you're actually getting an up thrust. So it almost mirrors Bitcoin perfectly, right? So Bitcoin getting a bounce during this time, right? And then 4 days ago, Bitcoin starts its downtrend, okay? And Bitcoin and the XY goes up. Bitcoin bounces and DXY goes down. Bitcoin dumps, the DXY goes up. So I do think this will have an effect on the DXY.
How do you think the coming stimulus checks will affect crypto?
What you want is the DXY, if it does continue up here, you either want to get rejected at its current point it's at right now, or you want, if it does continue up, you want to see it get rejected at this trend line. You know, because if it does, it's probably going to continue back down. You want to see this continue back down, man, because this is ultimately what like affects crypto, right? Like when this goes down, Bitcoin goes up. So yeah, man, we don't want to see this reverse. And unfortunately, if we go to the daily, we did hit a critical point, critical line here, where that's where we reversed, right? Previously, back in like January 2018, we hit that level, right? Bitcoin went in a bear market, and then Bitcoin went in a bull market. Now we're at that level again. So do we reverse to the upside again and crypto to go in a bear market? I don't know, man. That's the only thing I'm worried about here is that. And that's the only thing I think the stimulus checks could help out, sweetie. All right, I'm seeing a lot of Uniswaps. Let's go check out Uniswap. I'm probably only do a few more coins, guys. Uniswap. We thought we had a little bit of a cup and handle. It was almost beautiful cup and handle, right? Cup, and then you got your handle, and then we just got rejected. And I think a lot of that has to do with just Bitcoin deciding to dump. So what do we got now? Well, let's get rid of that cup and handle because that's null now. Looks to me you got a falling channel / bull flag. Okay. Looks like you might just retesting your previous resistance as support, right? And continuing up. So we'll see if that does still play out, but that's looking pretty good right now. Right? You're back testing your previous resistance back here, flipping it as support, and now you're coming back up to try to break out of this bull flag. If you do break out, man, I mean, depending on how you want to draw your flag, I would probably take it from right there. To be a little conservative, you put that at your breakout point. It's going to put you up here towards about $39.51, right? So we'll see if that plays out. Yeah, absolutely, guys. All right, guys. I'm probably going to call that a stream. We've been live for about an hour and 40 minutes approximately. So it's been a really good stream, really fun stream. Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum are kind of lagging behind. So we don't have a ton of people in here. But like I said, I appreciate the people that are still in here, even though crypto is just literally going sideways the last couple of days. Not too much exciting things going on. Hopefully, we can start seeing all-time highs again and start getting it rocking and rolling. But hey, it is what it is. Guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's 2 videos in live stream. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we can get, some type of price action. I'm buying it, even if it's a dump, right? I'll take a dump at this point. Just give me some type of price action. That's all I'm open for, okay? Thanks for coming out, Kenny and Nick and Vacation. I'll get to you. We looked at Litecoin and Link already in the stream, so go check them out. If you want to rewind, go ahead. This will also be uploaded as soon as I press this end stream button. It'll be uploaded to YouTube directly. So if you want to go back and watch it, go back and ahead. And yeah, no problem, Squiggy. I'll see you in tomorrow's stream, man. I'll be back 8 p.m. Thanks for coming out late, though. And thanks for Renee. Tell Renee thank you for coming in and joining the stream in substitute for you. Thanks for joining Kim and Andre and Art and J-Lore and Weech, Prometheus. Thank you all you guys for coming out. I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace out.